It's the Nerdy Sports Fan, and we're talking NFL Draft. I've been using the DraftNetwork.com's Draft Simulator, and we're going division by division into the AFC West here and talking Raiders. Now, the Raiders, they're fantastic to talk about this year for the draft because they have 3 number 1 picks. Also, they've got a lot of holes, considering they traded away some of their most talented players. Actually, their 2 most talented players, Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper, are leaving gaping holes on this team. You filled one of them with Antonio Brown, and miraculously were able to get Antonio Brown without getting rid of either of your lower 2 first-round picks. I mean, that's some wheeling and dealing. So Mike Mayock, essentially superfan, is now a GM, and he's got a lot to play with. I say superfan because, admittedly, on his end, he did not know the business side of being a GM, and he's relying on his cohorts in the office to lift him up in that area. He's relying on John Gruden to lift him up in that area, and he's mostly a talent evaluator. So this is his bread and butter, okay? This is the draft where we see what TV draft gurus can do. So, yeah, everybody out there who really likes the NFL draft and wants to just put stuff out there for them, that right there just gave you hope, okay? Mike Mayock got himself a job as a GM in the NFL, and all he was a talking head on NFL Network before then. He made some connections with his NFL coverage, and now he's got the big boy job. So, with his 4th overall draft pick in this mock simulation, and I'm agreeing that this is going to happen, went with Kyler Murray, quarterback out of Oklahoma. Now, I understand everybody is putting him at pick number 1, but it's a smokescreen, okay? No franchise ever in the history of the league has gone first-round pick quarterback and then the very next year first-round pick quarterback. Doesn't happen, okay? So everybody thinking Arizona is going to pick up Kyler Murray, it's crap, okay? They're trying to trade out of that pick. They're trying to bait teams like Oakland to trade up with them to take Kyler Murray themselves. Now, I don't think Oakland trades up. I don't think anybody bites on this crap. I don't. And because of not trading up, all of a sudden, Kyler Murray is worth it at this pick. Do I think you have other holes to fill? Absolutely. Do I think that your team might have some more faith in Derek Carr? Maybe. But look at John Gruden's past. He was not allowed to handpick his quarterback in Tampa. It's one of his biggest regrets coaching that franchise. He never got a handpicked first-round quarterback in Oakland the first time around. You think he's going to let that happen again? Now, an offensive mind like Gruden's has got to be chomping at the bit to play with the shiny new toy Kyler Murray. And I don't think that they can pass up on him. If he falls to them at 4, which again I think he will, they're snapping him up. Later in the first round, they have pick number 24. Well, guess what? You can continue fixing your offense and get Josh Jacobs, running back out of Alabama. He's widely viewed as the top running back in the draft. He played for Alabama, which is a fantastic school for developing running back talent. Yeah, loads of really good running backs have come out of there in recent years since Nick Saban has taken over. And that trend is continuing. They actually have 2 running backs coming out that are going to be, in the top 2 to 3 rounds. So, yeah. Josh Jacobs, very good overall talent at a position that Oakland desperately needs to fill. And I understand you can always get later round running backs that do well. But, yeah, Gruden's old school. And Mayock's just a talent evaluator. He's not a really big-time decision maker. Gruden's very much the end man in charge there. So Jacobs, I expect to go to them. Pick number 27. Cup runneth over here, They've got Byron Murphy, corner out of Washington. Now, you're filling a big positional need, a very, very high-value position in the NFL in general, considering the way offenses are going. Corners are becoming more of a premium. And honestly, I think Byron Murphy's the top corner in this draft. And the fact that he's going to fall into this range is really strange, but it happens every year. Tre'Davious White went pick 27, and he's arguably the better corner that came out of that draft. So, yeah, it's going to happen. In the late 20s, you're going to have somebody like him available, and they've got pick number 35 still. That's essentially almost a first-round pick. And available at edge, you're still going to have players like Chase Winovich, which I took. So you can revamp your defense and get an influx of talent at skill positions on the offense in one draft. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? You got 4 top 50 picks, and normally we're just talking top 100. So Oakland, this is going to be a great year to watch the draft for you, because you don't even really have to have much of a brain to do it right. I mean, the picks in the positions that you have, there's a lot of talent in this draft, and you can scoop up a bunch of it and build this franchise for its lovely Las Vegas future. Enjoy it, Oakland fans. I'm sorry your team's leaving, but yeah, they're going to be good the last year they're in town.